that the market has bottomed out.
Well, as of April 4th, the data doesn't show any clear indication that we've hit the bottom.
So we're still in the thick of it.
Pretty much. The market's still trying to figure out what these tariffs really mean.
Okay, let's shift gears now and talk about those specific stocks you're following. First up, APVO, APVO Therapeutics. What's the story there?
APVO is actually kind of an interesting outlier in all of this. They just announced some really promising clinical trial results on April 3rd.
Really?
Yeah, their treatment. It's called mapiltamig. It's showing great success in AML patients. Acute myeloid leukemia. 9 out of 10 patients in the trials achieved remission.
That's incredible, especially for a disease like AML.
It's huge.
So how do you see this news impacting their stock, especially with the broader market in a downturn?
Well, this kind of positive clinical trial data can be a major catalyst for a biotech stock. It suggests that APVO might actually be somewhat insulated from all the negativity surrounding the tariffs.
So their stock could actually go up.
It's possible. This good news could drive the price up, potentially helping them outperform the market and maybe even offset losses elsewhere in your portfolio.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
And what about analyst ratings for APVO?
Right now, they have a strong buy consensus rating with a high 12-month price target.
Which means...
Basically, analysts think the stock is significantly undervalued. They're expecting big things.
So APVO's got some positive momentum going for it, independent of the overall market.
Yeah.
It's good to hear. Now, what about NIVF NewGenF Group Limited? I'm guessing they're in the in vitro fertilization space.
You got it. But NIVF's story is a little different. They're dealing with some serious volatility right now. Their stocks dropped a whopping 52.27% since March 27th.
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah, and as of April 4th, they had a strong sell rating from analysts. Plus, they're a smaller company with a smaller market cap, which means they're more vulnerable to price swings.
So not looking so good for NIVF.
Not really. We're probably going to see more fluctuations in their stock price in the short term.
Okay, and the outlook?
There's a prediction for a slight uptick on April 7th at the opening, but overall, it's still a risky stock, especially with that strong sell rating.
So proceed with caution.
Definitely. Smaller companies like NIVF, they often have less analyst coverage, less institutional investment, which makes them more sensitive to, negative market sentiment and economic headwinds.
So they're really feeling the pressure from this whole tariff situation.
All
right, lastly, let's talk about PTIX Protogenic Therapeutics. What's happening with them?
Well, unlike APVO, with its good news, PTIX has been pretty quiet. No major announcements or news in April so far. The last stock price we have is around 27 cents back on March 10th.
So no real catalyst to consider for them right now.
Not really. And because they're a smaller company, without any recent news, they're likely to be heavily influenced by overall market trends and investor sentiment.
So basically, they're at the mercy of the market.
Pretty much. And in this current downturn triggered by the tariffs,